What's up, guys? It's your girl Shakera, and I'm back at it with another video. Hey, y'all. So today is January 3rd, 2022, and yeah, it's a new year. And today, my baby girl is officially 2 months old. So today did not start off the way that I wanted it to or that I would like for it to, because I am trying to perfect my morning routine. The key is to be disciplined so that we can confidently walk in our purpose. Okay, so in order to live in purpose, you have to be disciplined. That's literally the only way, and that's what I'm here to teach women who are like myself, who struggled with this for a lot of their lives, because I struggled with this one a lot in my life. I've been very successful, but I could be even further along if I would have had a little bit more discipline. So that's what I'm here for. But nonetheless, I don't want to chat about that right now. I came to y'all because I want to share this. This is the Bible in 52 weeks. It is a year-long Bible study for women, and y'all, I've had this since 2021. I got it last year and I was supposed to complete it. I didn't. That's okay though. It was on my vision board to complete. Me and my mom were supposed to be doing it together. I started, but like I just said, I did not have the discipline and I did not complete it. So I fell short of completing that goal. And when I fall short of completing my goals, I revisit them and I'm still going to accomplish it, So here we are in 2022 and I'm back at it again. I'm starting from the very beginning and I will complete it this year. Okay, so I'm going to do this with y'all to hold myself accountable, because when I'm sharing with my community and those who, look up to me or who I help, it helps me to just stay committed and to also be disciplined, because y'all hold me accountable by checking on your girl, like, girl, where is that? Where is the Bible read for today? So that's what I plan to do this year. Y'all bear with me, stick with me. It's probably going to look different all the time. It's not going to be like a special setup or anything like that. We're literally just going to get on here and do what we got to do. I'm going to hit y'all up and look, we're reading our Bible read for today, okay? So I have this here, and I also have my big ideas notebook here, and I have my phone. And the reason why I have my bright idea notebook here, journal, is because in case I want to take like additional notes outside of just in here, I can write them in here. And then I have my phone because we're going to be using the Bible app. So if you don't have the Bible app, go ahead and download that. But we're going to use the Bible app to read the verse of the day. So go ahead, y'all. I will link this down in the description box below, because it would be great if everybody went ahead and got their book too, because obviously, like, you can't see my book and you won't have my book with you, so you need to have one of your own. I will put the link down in the description box, like I said. And if you want to have your journal, and I'm gonna have something special come for y'all soon for all my faith slayers, because I want us to all be uniformed and on the same page. But just get whatever journal you have for now and use that. And then if you have your physical Bible, you can definitely use that. Or you can download the Bible app on your phone and we'll do that. All right, y'all. So let's get into it. I'm a little nervous because, like, this is new for me to be sharing, like, my devotional time and, like, time that I spend with God, with everyone, with you guys. So I've done, like, small little devotion things on Instagram Live when I first started my faith podcast to try to get me warmed up for it. So now I'm feeling, more comfortable with it. And I'm excited to go on this journey for myself. I'm excited to go on this journey with you all. I hope that someone is able to grow from this. So moving forward, it's literally going to be probably like 10 minutes. I don't want to make it like long and drawn out, because really, like, you do your Bible read, we pray, and then, go on about your day. So let's get into it. Like I said, today is January 3rd. I already did January 1st. I did complete that on the 1st. I missed yesterday, which was the 2nd. So we're going to do 2 today. We're going to do the 2nd and the 3rd. Okay? So week 1 is called There's Nothing Too Hard for God. You hear me? Okay. There is nothing too hard for God. And I'm going to go ahead and just read it to y'all, because yeah. So the way I'll do it is on the first day, I'll read the actual, because there's like a little, what do I call it? Like a story or like a motivation thing. So we'll read that on the first day, and then each day we'll read the Bible verse, and then at the last day, which will be the seventh day, we'll talk about the points to ponder on, which are at the end of the I guess the week, the end of the week. So after we've digested everything and been able to sit with it and reflect, then we can have a discussion about the points to ponder. Okay? All right. So, week 1, there's nothing too hard for God. My purpose is to encourage the encourager today. While you focus on the needs of those around you, remember that God has not forgotten about you. He hears your prayers and remembers your heart's desires and struggles. He posed a question to Abraham in Genesis 18:14. Is anything too hard for God? And the answer is that there's absolutely nothing too hard for God. Y'all hear that? Nothing too hard for God. Ephesians 3:20 says that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power that works in us. There is nothing you could think of or ask that God cannot do. In the story of Sarah and Abraham, God told Abraham that he would make him a great nation, and from him all the families of the earth would be blessed. Y'all keep adjusting my glasses because my eyelashes be touching the lens. Will be blessed. This promise probably didn't make sense to Abraham at the time because he and Sarah had no children, and well into their senior years, they thought they were too old. In chapter 16, Sarah still hadn't had a child yet, so she took matters into her own hands and decided that Abraham should sleep with her maid, Hagar. Abraham and Hagar had a son named Ishmael. God allowed it, but he did not ordain it. You must be mindful that when it comes to the promises of God, you shouldn't take matters into your own hand. Do you hear me? When God gives you a promise, he can do exceedingly and abundantly. Do not take things into your own hands. Y'all, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to y'all because I know you've been there. We may not be there currently, but we've done that in our life. So, in chapter 18, God made Abraham and Sarah a specific promise. One that didn't make sense. The odds were against them because of their age. Abraham was 100 and Sarah was 90 years old. By this time, it had been 13 years since God made his original promise in chapter 12, and they had seen no signs of their earlier promise. What do you do when you've waited so long and somebody is telling you that the impossible is still possible? What do you do when the promise just doesn't make sense? You got to decide in your heart not to give in to the doubt. I know that it's easier said than done. I've had to learn the hard way that doubting hinders the progress to your promise, paralyzes you, and keeps you stagnant. It makes you want to take control rather than trust God with your life. However, when you replace doubt with faith, you give God something to work with. Y'all, that faith is so important. Y'all already know over here we walk by faith and slay plus pray each and every day because God will make a way, okay? We cannot be leaning on our own understanding because we're going to mess it up. So it's easy to be skeptical when the odds are against you. But I encourage you to trust God, to keep his word. When you replace doubt with faith, trust that God will do his part and release the blessing. You have to believe that there is absolutely nothing too hard for God to do. Girl, that got me all the way together. I've read that same little chapter summary, whatever you want to call it. I've read that like 5 times, okay, between now and last year when I first got this book. So on day 1, the first readings were Genesis 1-4, and then I've already read that. I'm not going to read that to y'all today because we're already at about 10 minutes in. And then day 2 is Genesis 5-8, and day 3 is Genesis 9-12. So now I would pull up on my phone. I'm going to do day 2. Genesis 5 through 8. So pull up the Bible app right there. Click on it. And once you get into the Bible, at the bottom, you should see your Bible icon right there at the bottom. So then I click on it, and I'm already at the end of chapter 4 because I read that on day 1, like I told y'all. So we're going to go to Genesis 5. Alright, and this book is called Adam's Descendants to Noah. This is the book of the generations of Adam. When God created man, he made him in the likeness of God. Male and female, he created them, and he blessed them and named them man when they were created. When Adam had lived 130 years, he fathered a son in his own likeness after his image and named him Seth. The days of Adam after he fathered Seth were 800 years. And he had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. When Seth had lived 105 years, he fathered Enosh. And forgive me if I pronounce anybody's name wrong in the Bible, because I'm not a pastor. I'm not perfect. I didn't go to seminary school or anything like that, so I'm just trying my best. Y'all bear with me. Seth lived after he fathered Enosh 807 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. When Enosh had lived 90 years, he fathered Canaan. Enosh lived after he fathered Canaan 815 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Enosh were 905 years, and he died. When Canaan had lived 7 years, he fathered Mahalalel. I don't know. Canaan lived after he fathered Mahalalel 840 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Canaan were 910 years, and he died. When Mahalalel had lived 65 years, he fathered Jared. Mahalalel lived after he fathered Jared 830 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died. When Jared had lived 162 years, he fathered Enosh. Jared lived after he fathered Enosh 800 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. When Enosh had lived 65 years, he fathered Methuselah. Enosh walked with God, and he fathered Methuselah. And I probably should press play, because you can also press play on the Bible and they can read it to you. So I'm going to do that just so I can get these names correct. But with me reading it to y'all, I'm just trying my best. And he fathered Methuselah 300 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Enosh were 365 years. Enosh walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. When Methuselah had lived 187 years, he fathered Lamech. Methuselah lived after he fathered Lamech 782 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. When Lamech had lived 182 years, he fathered a son and called his name Noah, saying, Out of the ground that the Lord has cursed, this one shall bring us relief. From our work and from the painful toil of our hands, Lamech lived after he fathered Noah 595 years and had other sons and daughters. Thus all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died. After Noah was 500 years old, Noah fathered Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Okay, so that was 5, y'all. I know it was a lot, but like I said, if you feel like you need help with like the pronouncements like I do, you could press play.
Chapter 5.
And it'll read it to you.
This is the book of the generations of Adam. When God created man, he made him in the likeness.
So you can do that too, but for the sake of, purposes with us, I just read it out loud. So that was chapter 5. So for day 2 and 3, I have to read 5 through 12. So like I said, I'm not going to read all these scriptures to y'all. I'm just going to go ahead and read it off camera. And then tomorrow I'll come back, and tomorrow will be day 4, and we'll be reading Genesis chapters 13 through 15. Okay. And then also they have in here like actions for the week. Number 1 says, decide in your heart to think and speak positively, replacing negative words with positive ones. Number 2 is make a commitment to yourself to intentionally respond to your doubts with declaration of faith. And number 3 is at the end of the week, note how speaking positively into your life has begun to have a good impact on your outlook and ability to trust God. So y'all, it's a lot of work. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So if you're not here and in it for the long haul to do the work to become the better version of you, then this is probably not for you, and you can go ahead and leave. But if you are here to do the work and you are striving to be the best you that you can be, then we in this together, girl, because I'm striving every day to be the best me possible. Okay, so I'm excited to do this. Like I said, tomorrow will be day 4, and we're gonna get into it, y'all. We're gonna finish this book this year. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in today. I'm gonna go ahead and read my chapters here on my Bible app. And thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all really like this, let me know down in the comments below. Also, I just thought about it. Like, I could go live, like, when I choose to do these with y'all, and we can hop on live, or I can just record them and upload them. Let me know which one y'all think will work best, or what would be more helpful, because I do want to make sure, like, this is beneficial. Of course, if we do it on live, it would be saved, and you'll be able to go back and watch it later. But let me know down in the comments, y'all. And if you're here and you're becoming the best you possible, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel before heading out. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post a new video. And as always, make sure you walk by faith and slay. Plus pray each and every day, because God, He will make a way. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.